So there's one single piece of advice that Hamza preaches. He's all about masculinity and goal orientation. So not being a Jeffrey, being Adonis, but the number one takeaway I have gotten from him, which I have directly applied, is improving your mental health improves every area of your life. Because especially men who don't hear this message think mental health is for pussies, right? Improving mental health is for pussies, or going to therapy or something is for pussies. I personally never went to therapy, but I can imagine it being very helpful, especially if you've been in traumatic experiences as a child or whatever, if some shit happened, bro. My girlfriend, for example, she swears on therapy, and of course it helps, man. Anyone I see with a bad mental state, like for example at the moment my stepdad, because my mom, she died like a year ago, so he's not in the best mental state. Some of my friends in the past, the one thing that they seek is people to talk to. That makes them feel heard, makes them feel welcome and wanted and not alone in this, and makes them feel like they have someone to rely on. And that is connected with their mental state, right? So when Hamza says mental health increases everything, that doesn't just mean that if you have a good social life or a good dating life, you automatically have a good mental health and then your life increases, or you have good relationships with your parents so you have good mental health. Oh man, mental health is an actual skill to practice, because mental health is everything from beliefs, mindset, self-talk, the things you promise yourself to do and actually do, your daily rituals, your habits, how well you know yourself. All those things take into account to your mental health, right? And if you want to improve your mental health, you can't just be like, well, I'm just gonna go to therapy and meditate, bro. No, you have to actively, like if you do go to therapy, take notes afterwards, right? I mean, going to therapy is already great. If you do that for enough sessions, then you will level up your mental health 100%. But if you don't go to therapy, for example, you need to journal. You need to practice gratitude, right? Those are two big things. Because journaling makes you find out more about yourself and your soul. I used to be like a fucking loser, bro. I didn't do any of this. I just went through life thinking I had everything figured out and everything would be fine. And I was always like, why mental health is so good? Because I don't get depressed. I never was depressed. I don't consider myself an individual who gets depressed, honestly. But my mental health still was bad because I had so many insecurities that I hid, and that's also mental health. I had so many things that I never really mentioned, and even with myself, I never talked about them myself. In my journal, I used to like drown them out and just say what I think I wanted to hear, right? How fucking weird is that? Hamza's saying increase your mental health and level it up. He's saying it's a skill you have to actively work on, just like working out, man. That's why meditation is seen as doing squats for your brain, because whenever you catch your mind wandering and you pull it back, that's like doing one squat. Because once you are good at that, once you leveled that up and practiced it, you can apply that throughout your day to day, right? You can apply that when you're sitting at your desk and some negative thoughts creeping in, but you're supposed to be doing work right now. Or if you're with your girlfriend and some negative thoughts are creeping in, and you're like, why? And then you notice them. Oh, damn, where did these come from? I pushed them away again, right? You notice them, you're aware. Okay, well, they're not true, first of all, and they don't benefit me. But if you never practice this, these thoughts come in and they destroy you, man. The older you get, the more your mindset gets set in stone, right? And your own mind, so many times, people's own minds destroy them. People's own minds are out to destroy them if you don't look after it, just like you look after everything else in your body, right? You look after your nutrition for your gym body, right? Taking care of your sleep and muscles and all that. But you have to look after your mental health most of all. So anything that negatively impacts your mental health, be very, very conscious of it, and be very consciously trying to get rid of it if you are able to, because mental health is the key to success, bro. For example, man, if you have an individual with perfect mental health, top mental health, that's going to be someone who has the perfect beliefs. For example, an individual with good mental health would have his beliefs in set, meaning I'm the fucking top G, and if I walk through town and people look at me, they're looking at me because I'm the top G, not because I look weird or something. Because your beliefs create your reality. He would have his mindset, his self-talk, he would only talk positively to himself, his own mind would only be on his side. Anything that doesn't benefit him wouldn't even be in his mind, bro, because his mental health is out to help him, to support him. If he deals with stress, He's able to stay calm and collected. And the number one thing, he would not lose the will of life as easily, because he would always have motivation and something to look forward to, because he sees the future as bright and full of opportunities. Now, someone with bad mental health wouldn't even be able to get out of bed in the morning, right? And that's what we call depression, right? Someone with bad mental health has no motivation to even get started on the work, and that just spirals into more negative snowball. So it all starts with mental health, bro. Bad mental health, you have bad beliefs, bad self-talk, bad outlooks on the world and how you view things and people, insecurities you haven't actually faced, because someone with good mental health will also have done a lot of shadow work on his own soul and will have faced a lot of his own insecurities by himself. That was one of my biggest weaknesses, right? I didn't face my insecurities. I just knew, yeah, kind of insecure about that, but I'm gonna hide it. No, bro. You have to be so fucking authentic and open about all of it, and be admitative of what you're insecure about, and because only that way you can overcome that insecurity. And that's the end goal. Like, why would you want to be insecure about something? So that's what I believe is the best advice Hamza ever preached. And he preaches this all the time, right? He talks a lot about masculinity and being stoic, but improving your mental health doesn't mean you should be crying every day, right? But it means you need to be emotionally aware as well, also as a masculine man. And this is something he doesn't touch on too often, but mental health is a lot to do with how much in touch you are with also your emotional side, your feminine side. That's important, because you need to have both sides and be able to activate both sides, right? Of course you want more masculine, like 80-90% masculine, but if you want to be feminine, you want to be able to actually channel that and feel it, live through it a little, because that also is so important for your mental health, because otherwise you bottle up shit, you bottle up emotions, you're never able to be admissive of your mistakes, you're not able to take accountability that well, because you override your actual emotions with just discipline, and that doesn't work all the time, bro, alright? When it's serious shit, that doesn't work. But yeah, that's my 2 cents to that. If you like this video, man, I do all things self-improvement. Subscribe to my channel, and I also offer coaching in the description. If you want to improve your mental health, I got you, man. Check that out, and I'll see you in the next video.